Well, I picked up this e-tool, and it's a lot better than the Chinese ones out there. I picked it up used, very much slightly used. It said it had a little surface rust and scratches on it, but you look at the scratches, man. What, that little chip in the paint down there? Basically, freaking thing's like brand new. It's made by Toolux, which Sears used to sell them. Better than the Coleman ones, better than the Chinese ones. Not quite as good as the mil-spec one. This is a mil-spec one. But I paid $12.40 for it off of eBay shipped. So, you know, the $10 ones, sometimes you get it for $10, but I can tell you they are freaking a lot thinner. And the steel is not as, it's much more mild steel. Because I tried some, I got one, I think it was a Coleman brand, one time I picked up in Walmart. And I went to sharpen it, and I says, holy smokes, I could see this metal just freaking shaved off there like butter when I went to sharpen it. So it was ridiculous. This one is definitely heavier than the Coleman. But I think, you know, I paid more money for it out of Walmart. Plus, the other things, you support a independent, this is what I'm pointing out. You want to go on eBay and support an independent guy. Not somebody reselling some shit from freaking China. There's a lot of used USA tools out there. You want to support those kind of people. I keep this one. This has always been in my little 4x4 Suzuki. This one's staying in the El Camino. And I also have a hatchet in both of those, and a large knife and some tools. But I found, you know, even if it's a situation where it's snow, that freaking shovel's better than no shovel. I'm going to tell you right, especially if you get a little bit of ice, you can chop right through it. And even if you got a situation where, you know, I got stuck before when I was in a desert. I wasn't driving in a desert. I just pulled off the road just a hair. It was on a rifle range. And it was on a slight hill. And my one wheel, this is before I had posi traction, El Camino, it started digging down into the sand. And, you know, the sand is bottomless. So I was there with, I don't know if I had an e-tool with me, but I was there like 2 hours trying to get out of there because I had to dig stuff and put rocks in there and shit, and got out of it finally. Used a jack and all that kind of crap. That's why I like to keep these things in there, because, and they fold up. You know, they fold up. This thing basically was like freaking brand new. I mean, it's, you know, in essence, what the hell's the difference? Got it on here. Hold on, get this off here. So it folds up like that, you know, and you can also have it out where you can lock it in place. To tell you the truth, I like the old ones from World War II better, but you can lock the head in place like this, kind of use it as a pick. I like the ones in World War II better that had a wooden handle on it, because I'm not too keen on this kind of handle. I don't know, they said it's better, but I don't really, you know, if you could find a mil-spec one, but you know what's going on right now? Mil-spec is costing a lot of money. And you can lock this in place by turning this down so it doesn't unfold that easy. If you want to do it that way, fine. But you know, this one here, I busted the rivets on it, so I just put some grade 5 automotive bolts in it. And it holds it in place. Actually, this thing does screw easy. Sometimes with one hand, it's a pain in the ass. But you want to keep that looped, because with rust, it could be a pain in the ass. But they're good to go, man. And this one, it's not quite as good as the freaking the mil-spec one, but it's pretty close. It's a USA Toolux, used to be sold by Sears, and you know, it's way better than the shit they got from China coming out today, because they look the same when you're looking at them in the picture, but they're way lighter and they're way cheaper steel. So that one's still pretty good for 12. So, you know, that's why you want to buy stuff off eBay from an individual. I think it's Harry Epstein. It's another site out there. You can sometimes get a lot of tools and stuff made in USA, old stock, stuff like this. Maybe even e-tools too. But you want to invest your money in something you can actually use, because we got shit. The way shit's going right now, everything's going down, man. I can tell you right now, big time.